In centuries past, Taiwan's forests were a coveted natural resource, surrendering timber that fueled economic growth and prosperity. Today, protected by environmental laws and targeted national policies, most high mountain forests stand once more healthy and tall. Dasyueshan, now administered as a forest recreation area, is an ideal ecological classroom without walls. The Dasyueshan FRA is located in Heping Township, Taichung County. Administration is overseen by the Forestry Bureau's Dongshih Forest District Office. Driving into the foothills at Dongshih, the road meanders steadily upward through coniferous, then deciduous forests, before reaching the cloud forests. Hazy mountain scenery provides a genial welcome to the relaxing journey ahead. The forest recreation area extends across some 4,000 hectares, ranging from 1,800 to 3,000 meters above sea level, and embracing subtropical, temperate, and boreal forests. With an average temperature of 15 to 18 degrees Celsius, the FRA has deciduous, mixed, and coniferous forest zones. The many birds in the Dasyueshan area have made the FRA a world-renowned birdwatching hotspot. Among the many species here are 15 found exclusively in Taiwan. These include the Mikado pheasant, elegant Swinhoe's pheasant, melodic white-throated hill partridge, Taiwan tit, and white-eared sibia. The adesia that lines the roadway hang heavy with red fruit. A favorite of birds and of the birdwatchers who seem to flock here perennially to capture on film some of Taiwan's most sought-after species. Photographs capture birds against a splendid panoramic backdrop. Apart from the area's avian residents, Dasyueshan is also home to the Formosan black bear, Formosan siro, Reeves muntjac, Formosan macaque, and other mammals, making it a great place to watch and enjoy wild Taiwan. The parking lot at Shaolai Mountain Station is a good place for visitors to coordinate their plans for the day ahead. Usually starting out with a walk through the entrance gate and trek up the Shaolai hiking trail. The trail rises through a quiet cypress forest, wafting in comfortable natural fragrances. Wood plank trails make walking comfortable and easy. Ancient trees reach heavenward, creating a canopy that whispers the soothing rhythm of mountain breezes. Located on a crest at 2,307 meters is Taiwan's only remaining forest fire lookout tower, dating from the early 20th century. From this perch, ridgelines enveloped in cloud and mist unfold beneath, a heavenly perspective over this rough-hewn land. The view from atop Yuanzui Mountain is one rarely seen. Dajia Stream snakes into the distance below like a diaphanous silver thread across Dasyueshan's ample midriff. In addition to serving as a travel information center, Anma Lodge operates cabins and lodge accommodations for families and groups, as well as a restaurant. As evening falls, with the day's final embers flickering below the Yuanzui Mountain ridgeline, the stage changes, replaced by the spectacle of thousands of stars shimmering in a sea of darkness. Stargazing is another popular activity at Dasyueshan, with nighttime skies undisturbed by terrestrial lights showing a full and dazzling array of stars. The gossamer trail of the Milky Way, shooting stars full of wishes, all part of the language of the night in these mountains. The Cypress Forest Trail leading away from Anma Lodge is yet another must-see attraction. Following the quiet shadows draping the forest floor, serenity prevails. The calls of birds and insects lead the way into this experience for the senses, a green shower that refreshes and invigorates your entire being.
这个叫做流竹蕨，所以这种蕨类它就是有两型叶，一型两型，好，两种形态。好，这个只有提供养分的叫营养叶，这个提供孢子的叫繁殖叶。我们的柴形山松的苗圃哈是11棵柴形山松，那我们有
Virgin forests watch over ecosystems that have survived largely undisturbed for millennia. Visitors can peer into this ancient world to catch a glimpse of nature's wonders and gain a greater appreciation for the diversity inherent in ecosystems. Along with cypress, yellow cedar, and Taiwan fir, visitors can also see the wheel tree, a holdover from the last great ice age. Mosses, ferns, and fungi cover forest floors, teaching visitors much about the vibrant life, beauty, and interdependence to be found here. About 600 meters down a spur from the main trail is the remnant of a wood trail once used to shuttle felled trees down to the valley below. Walkable for some 3 kilometers, this trail gives a real flavor for life in the days when these hills rang with the sound of voices, saws, and the axe. Five kilometers from Anma Lodge is a lookout platform offering a 360-degree view of the surrounding landscape. If staying the night at the lodge, catching the sunrise here is a must. In the last remaining minutes before dawn, all is silent. Golden rays poke above chilly blue ridgelines, with much of the land still in shadow, awaiting the warmth of light. Changes in weather and seasons create a stunning parade of visual variety reflected in the clouds, landscape, and the sun's daily rise and retreat. The spectacle of Dasyueshan's Cloud Sea is a particularly breathtaking sight. The Dasyueshan Visitor Center provides audio-visual presentations and a range of visitor information services. Tincher Lake, just south of Dasyueshan, is a beautiful natural attraction. Reishe Pavilion, set next to the lake, provides a wonderful panoramic view across this idyllic alpine landscape. The moisture-laden winter monsoon brings cold air and snows, giving Dasyue's mountain peaks a chilly cap of white. Similar to landscapes much further north, Dasyueshan in wintertime is replete with dreamy, poetic charm. The Dasyueshan ancient tree can be reached by walking down into the valley from Tincher Lake. This 1400-year-old red cypress is one of the FRA's most recognized landmarks. This ancient tree looks the part, towering above its surroundings with branches reaching out in all directions. This old man is a comforting and warm presence in the park. The Yuanzui to Shaolai National Trail passes under the shadow of 4 mountain peaks, including Yuanzui, Shaolai, Chuansingshan, and Anma. Walking toward the northeast over the 16.6-kilometer trail will take hikers to Shaoxue Mountain in 2 to 3 days. The trail is replete with mountain scenery that is rugged and spectacular. Much of the topography near the peak is comprised of steep igneous rock slopes. Hikers need to keep a good foothold at all times, as well as hold on to ropes to maintain steady balance. This trail is exciting and challenging. It makes reaching your destination all the more satisfying. The surrounding scenery, evergreens and alpine rhododendron clinging to sheer rock faces, wispy clouds and lush green valleys, brims with overwhelming beauty. As this path traverses land at 2,000 to 3,000 meters above sea level, in the cloud forest zone, the nature of the forests and vegetation changes greatly along the way. Here, hikers can enjoy virgin forests as well as reforested areas. Visiting Dasyueshan is like traveling into a beautiful and mysterious domain. The 4 seasons, sunrise, sunset, all set a different stage here. Flora and fauna as well show an ever-changing array. In the spring, rhododendron and cherry blossoms carpet verdant hillsides. Summertime is the season for Alishan gentian and Formosan lilies. Autumn brings bursts of emotive color to the Formosan red maple, while during winter, white blankets of snow invite contemplation. We welcome you to Dasyueshan to hike the misty trails beneath ancient forest canopies. As the ancient poem says, what can a mountain truly offer? Clouds on the ridge are for the pleasure only of the viewer and cannot be made a present of to others. Yes, the true beauty and thrill of these mountains remain indescribable.